back, you guys. My name is Peace, and I interact with you guys all the time, and I love answering your questions to the best of my ability. I would say a fair amount of you guys are newbie loan signing agents like me, and one question that I do get a lot goes a little something like this. Hey Peace, I am a new loan signing agent and I've had my commission for about a month and a half now, and I'm ready to take on loan signings, but I haven't been able to get any assignments. Do you have any suggestions? As you guys may or may not know, I got my first assignment literally a week after I got my commission. And maybe it was just beginner's luck, but in this video, I sort of want to create like a checklist or a guideline for you guys to follow so you can get your first loan signing. Okay, let's get right into it. For one, have you studied the documents? And I mean really study the documents to the point where if a notification for an assignment were to pop up right now on your phone as you watch this video, would you be able to confidently accept it? Of course you'll be nervous because it's your first one, but despite the nerves, do you think you will do the job well? And be honest with yourself, because if the answer is no, that might be the real reason why you haven't gotten a single assignment yet. Because subconsciously, deep down, you know that despite getting requests sent to your phone, you know you aren't ready to take on those signings. If that's the case, all you have to do is study a little bit more. And once you do that, you will confidently and quickly hit yes to any request that gets sent to your phone without hesitation. And the more often you do that, the more likely it is that you will land your first signing. So say you've done all the studying you could possibly do. Now we move down the checklist. Have you signed up for 100 signing services? I literally did all the hard work for you and created a free list of 100 signing services that you can sign up for. All you have to do is sit down and sign up for them. The reason why you want to sign up, if not with most of these companies, is because you never know who might have a signing in your area. And why would you want to limit yourself to just 10 companies? So if you're not getting a lot of requests sent to your phone and you've only signed up with a few companies, come on. Just sign up for a few more and see if that changes anything. So you've done all the studying you could possibly do, you've signed up for a bunch of signing services, and you've been getting requests sent to your phone here and there, but every time you open it, it says that it's either been assigned to a different notary or that you missed it. Now you have to start tweaking things a little bit. Like most people, my phone is near me 24/7. And the way I make sure that I'm the first person to that request is that I have my notification sound on. That way I hear it loud and clear whenever it rings. Also, the sound for the signings is different from my regular notification sound. That way, when I hear the signing notification, I know I need to move quick. My iPhone has Face ID, so I don't waste any time trying to type in my passcode. Once I get to notification and I click the link, I scan for 3 things: location, day and time, and pay. You need to make sure that you can travel there, you're not double booking yourself, and that the pay is worth it. I had to study my area's map a little bit. That way when I see a location on a signing request, I'm not quickly hopping over to Google Maps to see how far away the town is and how to get there. That's just taking up way too much time. Get to know your area's map and how long it takes you to get from place to place. You also want to know your schedule like the back of your hand. Know when you have signings coming up and what day and time they're booked for, because you don't want to be hopping over to your calendar to figure out when you're free. That's also wasting time. Get to know your schedule. Lastly, the pay. You have to determine right there and then if the pay is worth it. If the town is 50 minutes away and they're planning to pay you $40 for a 20-page packet, does that seem worth it to you? If yes, you hit accept. If no, you decline. All of this has to take place within 20 seconds or less, or you're not getting that assignment. I'm so sorry about it, but you will not get an assignment if you are too slow. But Peace, what if I don't have the quickest fingers, or if I'm working and I can't get to my phone on time? Don't worry. Half the time you might miss the assignment, but in regards to the other half of the time, you might have a chance. Do you guys remember in my first loan signing video where I said a solid 10 minutes had gone by and I did not hear anything from the company? Do y'all remember what I did? I called them up, introduced myself, and basically asked for the signing. And she didn't ask how many years of experience I had or how many signings I've done previously, which sometimes they will, but she didn't. All she asked was if I was comfortable doing the signing. I said yes, and then she gave it to me. So my question to you guys who haven't received your first loan signing is, have you called? Have you introduced yourself to these people? Because these schedulers are the same people over and over again. They do not change. So you need to connect with them and they will help you out. Even if they don't give you an assignment right there on the spot, call again the next time you get a request from them. And eventually they will start to recognize your name and they will want to give you an assignment once they see how proactive you are. As long as you remain professional and polite, you're bound to get your first signing. That's what I did for one signing service who would never ever give me an assignment. Now whenever I get a notification from them and I hit accept, they always give me their assignments every single time I hit yes. But it took me a solid month of consistency to get to that point. This isn't a passive income job. You better speak up for what you want. If you've done everything that I've mentioned so far, you are bound to get your first loan signing. But if you've done everything I said and you're still struggling to get assignments, there are a few things you might need to consider. If you live in a town where the population is only 100,000 people, you need to understand that you simply won't get as many requests in your area because there simply isn't enough people for you to do signings for. If you live close to a major city, you might also want to consider if you're willing to travel to that city to do signings in that area. Which brings me to my next point, willingness to travel. If you are not willing to travel outside of your area to an upwards of 50 miles or more, you just have to accept that you probably won't get as many signings as other people because you are limiting yourself. If you live in a place like New York City, you might be able to get away with just doing signings within your local area because there are just so many people here. But if you live in a more rural area, you need to have more of a willingness to travel outside of that area. Another thing to consider is all your paperwork in order? Do you meet the minimum requirement for E&O insurance that the company is asking for? Is your background check valid and up to date? Do you meet other company requirements like being NNA certified or Fidelity approved? These are things that you need to look into because these might be the reason why you're not getting any assignments. Lastly, maybe your schedule isn't flexible. Maybe you're in school or you have kids or you have a really demanding job. You have to understand that a lot of signings occur during the middle of the day, during normal business working hours, and a lot of them are last minute. You won't be able to get a lot of those assignments, which limits you to after work hours and weekends. A natural consequence of having a limiting schedule is that you're going to have a harder time getting assignments. But it's not impossible. You can get signings on weekends and after work, but you are just going to have to make more of an effort to reach out to signing services to ask for what you want. This brings me to the end of this video. I hope what I said was informative and helps you guys get more signings. If you're still struggling, please feel free to comment down below or email me or you can join the new Facebook group that I created to connect loan signing agents together to ask and answer each other's questions. Please subscribe and like this video if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.